This is episode 18 of Secrets of Herbal Healing. And today we're going to continue on a theme that we've been on for a few weeks now, which is liver detox. And it's been a really fascinating subject to dig into. And I hope you've enjoyed, some new information around toxins that could be affecting your liver and your general health. So today what we're going to do is we're going to reveal what I call the ultimate herbal detox program. But in particular, we're going to focus on energy, so how you can use energy to heal. We'll start off with the herbs and we'll go through the program, how you use the herbs, and then we will move into the healing energy and what you can do to heal your liver with energy. So this is going to be really interesting. All right, welcome back. So what I'm going to do, as usual, I'll talk through a screen share. So I'm just going to put screen share now. This is where we ended up last week. And by the way, if you want to pick up this topic, there's a huge page here which covers several weeks of episodes that we've done on the liver. And you can just use the barcode. I'm pointing in the wrong corner. Up in the top corner there, you'll see the QR code. And that'll take you straight to the page so you can have a look at the info. Yeah, this is where we left off. And it's, we went through all the herbs and all the foods and all the toxins and all the various ways that they can heal the liver. Toxins can damage the liver, and the foods and herbs can heal the liver. And so what we've got today is, it's called the Ultimate Liver Detox Program, and it's a combination of a few things. So I'm just going to run you through the herbal part of it. And you can either do, the main thrust of the whole thing is detoxing, and detoxing with all the herbs that we've mentioned. So this product that you see here in the pot is a protein powder, 20%, and then 80% of it is just pure herbs. And it's all of the herbs that we've talked about over the last few weeks. So you can either do it in that format, which is a drink powder, or in capsules. And you'll find there's a specific liver product in this package, but there's also colon cleansing and digestive support. But what this is the main thrust of the detox. And so you can see there, it's got all the herbs in it for the liver: the milk thistle, the globe artichoke, golden seal, dandelion, wormwood, Turkish rhubarb, barley grass, all the herbs we talked about. And this is a mega dose program, which you do over 2 weeks. And there's some further additional liver products, which we're going to talk about in a second. But this is the core, the foundation of the whole process, which is detoxing and cleansing the gut. And this comes with a diet plan. So while you're doing this one, you're restricted to a diet of pure fruits and vegetables. And of course, while you're doing a liver detox, we highly recommend using the foods that we talked about. And also they are mentioned in the liver detox program. And there are some specific liver detox recipes that you can use while you're consuming these herbs. And in particular, with the powder version, the body cleanse. So you can choose to do powder or capsules, but the powder version gives you the liver detox, or we call it liver cleanse smoothie. And the liver cleanse smoothie has the beetroot and the grapefruit and the broccoli and all of the foods that really help to get the liver moving and detox the liver. So that's a great way to do it, because then you get the herbs and the foods in one drink that you have breakfast and lunch. And so not only does it take care of those 2 meals, but it's got absolutely everything you need to get your liver detoxing. So that's the great place to start. And then we top you up with extra liver herbs in this product, Liver Food, which does contain, again, those key herbs, but also chlorella and cilantro, which are heavy metal detoxes. So they help to grab the heavy metals and take them out of the body. So that's a huge benefit to your liver, including the heavy metal detox. This has also got golden seal, which is a great liver stimulant, liver healer, liver protector. It's a bitter digestive herb, and that really helps the other liver herbs to work better. So while you're doing the program, you follow this liver food capsule product as well. So we do this over a month. Then you've got the liver cleanse liquid. And the liver cleanse liquid, surprise, surprise, has got all the liver herbs in it again. Milk thistle, dandelion. This one's an interesting one, burplurum. So that's a Chinese liver herb, and that one has got huge healing, protective, stimulating, sort of all-round liver tonic effects. Andrographis, which is another powerful, bitter liver protecting herb, and also gentian. So gentian is used as a liver restorer. So it's known to rebuild liver function and restore the energy of the liver to the person. Again, golden seal and some hops, another bitter. So it's these bitters that really, we talked about this previously with the herbs, they very powerfully stimulate through the sense of the bitterness, the taste, through the vagus reflex to the liver, stimulate and tone the liver function. So it's really good to have all these together, and that's the full liver detox program herbs. So there you go. What you do with this is you consume these all together over 1 month, and you're doubling down on the liver herbs by having these products with your detox, or the body cleanse drink. So I personally would probably go for the drink if it's suitable for you to have smoothies, because then you can focus in on those liver cleanse recipes. If you do choose to go with the capsules, if you don't like drinking a lot of smoothies with vegetables in them, then you can do the capsules. It just means that you can eat those foods to the side. So have a beetroot salad, have more broccoli, have the onions and garlic, and go through and have a look at all the liver foods and use those. So it's a 1 month program. Now the liver is known to regenerate over 6 weeks. So I highly recommend looking at 7 days lead in, where you would change your food over 7 days and get right into the clean food before you start the herbs. And then at the other end, do a week follow up where you stay as good as you can with the food at the other end. And that will give your liver a full 6-week healing cycle or regeneration cycle. And at that stage, I'd get your blood tests done. And so that's called the Liver Cleanse Combo Program. And if you come to the page and you click on the links or any of these pictures, that'll take you through to the product, and you can get 20% off. So that's a bit of a bonus. And that we do that because you're getting a combination of products, so it's a bundle and you can get the discount. And just another thing I probably should remind you at this point is, if you're a VIP or if you join our VIP club, you can get half price. So that's a fantastic offer on the liver detox program. All right, so there you go. Now, what we wanted to talk about today to sort of wind this up is energy healing and understanding liver energy. So I'm an energy healer, and I've been practicing energy healing for decades. And I just love the fact that because we're energy beings, and all traditional medicines talk about energy, healing with energy, balancing the energies, the different elements, and parts of our constitution related to energy. So the whole thing with energy is hugely, hugely underestimated by our mainstream medical system, even though they do use a lot of energy, which is really interesting. Things like ultrasound, X-rays, magnetic resonance imaging or MRI. And it's also well acknowledged and well proven that energy healing does speed, and that's hands-on energy healing from person to person, does speed up the healing process. So there's been clinical studies on that. And we know hugs, the energy that you get from just having a hug is healing. And so let's look into this a little bit further, because Chinese medicine has done a good job of describing particular energies around particular organs and systems. And so I'm just going to share a little bit on that, because I think this is fascinating, the liver energy, and it makes sense when you hear it. So traditional Chinese medicine, in traditional Chinese medicine, the liver is known as the seat of anger. So anger, it's an largely misunderstood thing, I think, anger, because anger is kind of like the result of other things. And this is how we should look at our liver, is, the liver becomes diseased as a long-term result of a build-up of toxins, and it's a build-up of energy in the liver that it doesn't want or can't deal with. And when you think about anger, isn't that the thing that actually makes us angry? I think it is. It's a build-up of things that we don't want in the way, getting in the way. Frustration, it makes us frustrated, makes us sad. And I think being frustrated, being sad over a period of time because things are in the way, and toxic, environment, toxic relationship, toxic world that we live in fact, can make us angry. So you can see how closely correlated this is to the liver, because the liver has to deal with all the toxins that are circulating in our body. And so it makes sense. It just makes perfect sense when you think of the liver energy as the energy of the liver as the seat of anger. And there's a little paragraph here about prolonged grief and depression after the death of a loved one. So this can lead to this underlying emotion of anger that's left, resentment. Why did this happen? And here's a common term. Here's a term that we often use for when we feel a bit angry, and it's liverish. Now, isn't this? It's part of our colloquial language. It's a slang term for feeling angry, bitter, having resentment, feeling liverish. And this just blew me away. I mean, where do we get this from? Did this come from an early understanding of the biochemistry of the liver? I don't think so. Did this come from traditional Chinese medicine? Well, possibly. That's been around for thousands of years. So perhaps it's, woven its way into our language. But so the best thing you can do to encourage your liver to heal, and this is especially if you're doing a liver cleansing, liver detox program, is and why we recommend it is because you should always combine the three parts of the triangle: the food, the herbs, and the power of your mind. And so that's crucial. It's the foundation. Nothing else will work. In fact, if you have a sickness or a disease, I highly suggest this in general, is remember that nothing will work. Nothing will make you better. Nothing will fix the problem. It may temporarily patch it up and make you, feel like it's not there temporarily, but then it'll come back because the underlying cause, the underlying root cause of almost everything is energy. And so that's why I always go on to this, the energy side of things. So letting go of resentment and bitterness and forgiving. This can take some work, and this can take, time. But I think you've got to be strategic. You've got to think, do I want to get better? Do I really want to feel better? Do I want to be happy? Do I want to, let go of bitterness and resentment and anger, frustration, even sadness is part of this. It's mixed up in there, grief, loss, all of those things, that build up in us as a kind of resentment to the world, and it spins off into other relationships, and then you start getting angry for no reason about nothing. And that's, in fact, how a lot of even allergies and food sensitivities, a lot of these things turn into a massive cascade. And so it is with our liver and our liver function. So be aware of the fact that others are suffering just like you, and try to understand, be more understanding and forgiving, and most of all, be strategic. This is going to benefit your health by letting go of that energy. And your liver, your liver will spring to life. I guarantee it. I don't think the Chinese got these things wrong. Acupuncture points have now been shown to exist. That's been proven, and they knew these things thousands of years ago. Very, very powerful healers. And here's another thing about, we talked about bitters and sour being the key components to really get your liver function working, because that taste and that trigger but the actual effect of these things is cooling. And so your liver gets hot because the energy of the liver is this heat. When it's in a diseased state, it heats up. And one of the symptoms, and this is not quite as common as some of the others, but itching and burning feet can be a sign of liver disease. And when you're toxic and when your liver's toxic and it's on fire, it needs cooling down. And so interestingly enough, the bitters in herbal medicine are cooling. And you think of a bitter or sour as like, oh, that's strong. But the effect, the overall effect, even like the vinegar, lemon drinks, herb drinks that you're seeing here, the overall effect of them is very, very cooling to the body. So even a shot of cider vinegar and water is cooling to the body. The acid what it triggers is the movement of acid in your digestive system. So just a good thing to remember, these bitter drinks and the cooling effect. So cooling and calming, and cucumber. Think of cucumbers as a good one. Cool as a cucumber. That's what we want to be. That's how we want. That's the state we want to get into for our liver to heal. And when our liver is healing with the herbs and the food, then it's a lot easier, and these things will come up a lot faster and a lot easier. So don't be surprised if you have an outburst, if you burst into tears when you're doing a liver detox. And you may have to resolve a couple of things that have been buried for some time. And ultimately, what we want to do is find peace. So this can also help just getting some downtime, getting some me time, getting some quality time away from all those things that are possibly toxic in your life. And I recommend this in any kind of detox program. And that's why a lot of detox centers and detox retreats are set up in the islands, away from everybody, away from everything, and just finding peace and tranquility and time and allowing your liver to heal. And so that's really where I wanted to end things today, just on that thought that don't forget, or easier, better still, remember to be strategic, and remember to use the three-pronged foods, herbs, and the power of your mind together. And the liver being the core foundation of your metabolism, the benefits just can't be underestimated. So this is a powerful, powerful opportunity to get onto it, detox your liver, and find peace and reap the benefits in your health. So I hope that's been helpful today. I look forward to hearing from you. If you've got any comments or questions, please just click around the video, make a comment, ask a question. But follow the QR code, have a look at the page if you want to dig further and deeper into all of the information. So thanks again for watching, and we will catch